Does the Americans with Disabilities Act apply to employment regulations? In today's fast-paced world, the question of whether the Americans with Disabilities Act applies to employment regulations is more relevant than ever. With recent discussions surrounding workplace inclusivity, many are eager to understand their rights and obligations. If you are an employee or employer navigating this complex landscape, you are not alone. Let's break down the key facts surrounding this important law. The Americans with Disabilities Act, often referred to as the ADA, directly relates to employment rules in the United States. Title I of the ADA is the section that covers employment. This law states that private companies, state governments, and local governments with 15 or more employees cannot treat individuals unfairly because of a disability. This means that all aspects of obtaining and maintaining a job, such as hiring, pay, benefits, training, and termination, must be handled without discrimination based on disability. Employers are required to make changes, known as reasonable accommodations, for workers with disabilities. These accommodations can include modifying work schedules, adjusting equipment, or ensuring that workplaces are accessible. If a worker with a disability cannot perform their current job even with accommodations, the employer may need to transfer them to another available position. However, the law does not require employers to provide the most desirable job or every job the employee wishes for. They must only consider moving the employee to a suitable open position as a form of accommodation. Other laws complement the ADA. For example, the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 has rules specifically for federal agencies and contractors. Section 501 applies to federal agencies, requiring them to actively hire and retain individuals with disabilities. Section 503 applies to federal contractors and subcontractors, mandating them to set goals for hiring and retaining individuals with disabilities. Section 500 for addresses programs receiving federal funding, while Section 508 ensures that federal technology is accessible to individuals with disabilities. The ADA and related laws establish clear guidelines for how employers must treat individuals with disabilities in the workplace. These rules cover hiring practices, job responsibilities, accommodations, and preventing discrimination in all aspects of employment. Understanding these regulations is vital for both employees and employers to create a fair and inclusive work environment. As discussions around workplace equality continue to grow, staying informed about the Americans with Disabilities Act and its implications is essential.